years. In your case, I adopt a starting point of 6 years custody. I do not consider that the aggravating factors that are present in the case of your co-defendants apply to you. You were not directly involved in the identification of the donor, and the evidence does not show that you were directly involved in the attempts to identify a further donor.
Hi everyone, I greet you with your time. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you are watching me from. Now me, una sister, una friend, una girl, una pikin, anyone you call me, I did there for you children's bright life with Lady T. For this our channel, na Tori now they talk, and our pidgin English will take the knack our Tori for here. We're not just here to talk, but if you share this video, I believe together we could help someone today. So my lovely people, the Tori will carry us come here today. Now about Ekweremadu and his wife, they don't finally cut the kirikiri years for them. Make una remember, say this story don't dey social media for a very long time now. When they talk say Ekweremadu and his wife, they carry one boy come from Nigeria to UK to do donor for their pikin when be say don't they sick for kidney problem ever since. And according to them, they say they settle this matter, settle everything with this guy. But when this guy come reach UK, they say the guy disappoint them, that the guy know wetin in the my people. Now long story, I'm gonna watch the link when I'll see for the comment section so that now we'll know how the story to start. Now the updates now just carry. So now the 5th of May this very month, that be the cocoa of the matter when they talk say they want judge the matter, they want sentence them for the crime when be say they commit. And finally the judge don't come out, he can't talk out.
After taking account of the aggravating and mitigating factors in your case, I impose a sentence of 9 years and 8 months imprisonment. Subject to allowing for the time which you have spent remanded in custody, you will serve 2/3 of the sentence in custody and will be on licence thereafter for the rest of the sentence. You can sit down. Dr. Beatrice Ekweremadu, would you stand up? The applicable starting points are custodial sentences of 10 years in the case of Sonia Ekweremadu, 10 years and 6 months in the case of Sonia Ekweremadu, and 6 years in the case of Beatrice Ekweremadu. Sonia Ekweremadu, stand up please. There are aggravating features in your case. You deliberately targeted a victim who was particularly vulnerable due to his young age, his isolation from his immediate family, and his poverty. After the conspiracy to exploit C was thwarted, you continued to try and find another person to be exploited in the same way. As against that, you have no previous convictions, and you were a person of good character with its important charitable work. Much of the character evidence I have read applies also to you. You were also motivated by the desperate plight of your daughter and by maternal love. Further, in your case, I accept that although Sonia is an adult, you have substantial caring responsibilities towards her. Your incarceration will have a significant impact on her, in that she will no longer be able to rely on your presence as a source of care and support. Having regard to those factors, I impose a sentence of 4 years and 6 months imprisonment. You have spent 234 days on an electronically monitored curfew between 9 p.m. a.m. I specify that the credit period for the purposes of Section 240A of the Criminal Justice Act 2003 is 117 days. So that period shall count towards your sentence.
So the judge say he sentenced the Ekweremadu almost 10 years, 9 years and some months, while he sentenced the doctor when he say na he involved for inside the matter 10 years, and he can't settle the wife when he say na both of them plan everything 4 years. So the daughter come out come talk say she not really dey happy and she disagree with UK government the way that they sentence her family, that for her e no dey right. She can't explain, give credit to BBC Pidgin, because now for there Sonia Ekweremadu daughter go there, go talk her own side of the story.
Me and my brother and my sister were at home and the doorbell rings. I think it's our parents, but it's a bunch of police at the door. They tell me this is, you know, what they arrested me for. My first reaction was shock. It was difficult, especially seeing, not even just for me, because if it was a situation where it was just me, I think it would have been easier to handle. But seeing my parents in that situation as well was a lot.
What are your thoughts on your parents' conviction?
It's sad. It's been really hard to really wrap my head around it.
Do you understand the conviction and why they were found guilty?
I understand the conviction. Personally, I disagree with it. However, that's from a very biased perspective as their daughter, and I would obviously always back my parents. However, the law has taken its course and we just have to now move forward as a family. Apart from the case and the trial, I'm also having dialysis.
What's the name of the condition that you have?
Okay, it's called nephrotic syndrome, FSGS. Basically, my kidneys are like small and they have like loads of big holes in it. Either I stay on dialysis for the rest of my life or I get a transplant. These are my two options.
Was it not possible to get a donor from within your family?
I had the APOL1 gene. So to us, that kind of meant that, kind of excluded the family, especially on my dad's side, because they have quite a history of kidney conditions. In August of 2021, when obviously I found out that it was a possibility that I would need a transplant, that's when we kind of reached out to people.
How involved were you in finding a donor, in particular this young man?
I wasn't involved at all. It was mostly my family that handled everything to do with my medical side.
Were you aware that your parents were trying to bring someone from Nigeria to the UK?
I mean, I was aware that someone did come forward. I had just come over to the UK, I believe, with my uncle. My mom and I wanted to thank him for that, and the picture was basically for memories.
It was mentioned in court that this man was portrayed as your cousin. Did you know that? Did you know that was the case?
No, you should answer that.
Yeah. I mean, I can't answer that.
Were you aware that's the narrative that they were going for?
To an extent, but not really. I didn't really know anything leading up to it. I don't feel anything towards him. I, wish him all the best. And that's really it.
There were some texts between you and your parents, and they offered a couple of people, or they showed you a couple of people who could be donors. Was that not some sort of involvement from your side?
I wouldn't say it's an involvement. They just wanted me to see the progress that they had made.
Have you been able to find someone else?
Well, shortly after that, I had put out an appeal and a lot of people came up, but we weren't really able to do anything with that as of now because I'm still on dialysis. Hopefully, I would be able to, get the transplant soon. But as you know, our family is still in the middle of a trial. I would like to also use this opportunity to apologize to them for the way everything has played out.
You've been seeing them, visiting them in jail all this time. Where are their heads at? What are they kind of thinking about the whole situation?
They're quite calm, surprisingly. Yeah.
Do they feel remorse?
I can't really speak on what they are feeling. This is just from an outside perspective, seeing them. They're okay. They're just neutral.
What's sort of been your lesson from all this?
Life is just so dynamic. Like one day you're in your house, chilling. The next day, your whole life is turned upside down. So that is my main focus. Try and help specifically people with kidney conditions, just to show that they don't need to be scared. Obviously, there's the support of my siblings and obviously my parents' siblings as well. However, I don't think it would ever be the same. I feel guilty because I feel like all this has happened because of me.
So my people, when I don't listen to her, she explained everything. You know, say many people when they talk for social media say if they want to do this kind of donor, say now family, then they use, they know they use outsider. But according to her, when I listened to her, she thought say our family, they always they get problem of kidney. That's why they not fit take from family. They can't, they found another person when be say you go do one for outside, and she really feels so bad say because of her still waiting her whole family they pass through, that she not really expect this kind of thing, that the kidney when she get be say he get problem, say the kidney small but he can't get whole for inside, that she feel manage her. But if opportunity dey to take change her, it's still good. You understand? Well, I don't know what I think about this whole story. My little opinion we I want put for inside this matter be say, I understand say this man want save their pikin, of which everybody on this world go do the same thing to want save their pikin. But the way they can't take go about it, I don't like the idea. But anyway, it don't happen. It don't just pray that God Almighty go give the parents, because they don't age. God Almighty will give them strength, and I believe say maybe they fit still go for appeal, they fit temper justice with mercy, they fit still come court come off, or fit come free there as far as say person not buy for inside. So this one a lesson for other people. So una see wetin some parents they face. So many parents don't do this kind of thing physically, spiritually for their children. You ever since when this matter take dey social media, now today now I can't really feel for them, because I can't really feel say this thing when they do so it not really good, it not dey nice, but I can't still feel for them. For the other part say they be parents, they want try to save their pikin life, but they for do it in the right way. You understand? So this one a lesson for other people. If you dey anywhere, any place you dey, try to obey the law of the country, follow the normal way, so that you know go put yourself for trouble. You understand? Apart from say this one now to help now kidney problem and all that, there are so many other things when we say we need to do to they follow the law when they for the country when we did, so that we don't go put ourselves for shower. So all the same, I still pity their daughter, because their daughter not really dey strong like that, but I know say God will give her strength and she will dey strong by the special grace of God. But adding to say because of her parents consider for inside kirikiri, coupled with the situation when she dey face on her own, I know say it not go really easy for this her daughter. I know say God Almighty go stretch healing hands upon her. But what we still need to know be say, if they do anything, especially if they do anything for this life, more do it in the right way. More do maybe say not be to hurt other people, you know. At least you go happy, I go happy, everybody go happy. That be the cocoa for inside this matter. So my lovely people, I don't leave this story for here. When I drop an opinion down there, what you think? An opinion they very, very important. Thank you so much for watching. Please help us share this video and also subscribe to our channel, so that anytime we put video you won't miss any of our videos.
If there is anything that is bothering you, my friend, please say it so others will learn. Bring it to true dreams with Lady T, and God will be your strength. Bring it to true dreams